I have a super fun Louis Vuitton limited unboxing to share with you guys, and in the spirit of super fun limited edition, I decided to wear a really fun outfit. You guys, I got this shirt from Free People. These jeans are Levi's, and I'm gonna link them down below in case you're interested. At the time of filming this, they are both on sale, so check it out in case, again, if you guys are interested. Jeans are true to size. I'm wearing a 6 and the top is a size small, so it's very, very oversized. Now, before I jump into the actual unboxing, I do have to share the story. I apologize. I know some of you guys don't like stories, but I will try to keep it nice, short, and sweet. I saw on Lulu West's Instagram that there is a new collection, the Aquarelle. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying it correctly. Anyhow, it's these stunning pastels, you guys, and lilac colors and beautiful pieces. So I went in store with my husband to see it in person, because a lot of times these pastels are kind of muted in person and they're not as pretty as they are online. Or sometimes they're a lot darker and they're still not as pretty as they are online. So long story short, I went into Louis Vuitton with my husband, and of course they had nothing in stock, you guys. They didn't have a bag in stock. They didn't have an SLG in stock. They had literally nothing right after their launch in stock for me to see the colors. So instead, I tried on several bags from the collection in the size, but not the color, to see which one I wanted to go ahead and order. You guys, I fell in love with two. I have to admit, I fell in love with two and I could not decide. I was having the hardest time. There was this one that I absolutely love the colorway of, but I love the size of the other one. And I knew that I was going to use the other one more, but I felt as though if I didn't get this one, that I would have been thinking about it and I would have been disappointed in the fact that I didn't get this one. So my husband and I made a little deal. He decided that he was going to buy me this one and I was going to buy the other one. That's right, you heard me right. I'm not sure which unboxing is going up first. However, if the other one's already up, I'm going to link it down below for you guys in case you're interested. So I bought myself one, he bought me this one. I'm not getting nothing for Christmas and nothing for my birthday. That is what I told him. This is going to be my birthday and Christmas present. Okay, now that I've gotten the story out of the way, if you guys actually listen to the story, let me know. Leave me a little pink, let's do purple. Is there a purple heart? Leave me a pink flower down in the comments below, since I have a flower on my shirt. If you guys actually listen to the story, I'm always interested. I know a lot of people just feed through to the unboxing, which is totally okay, but I do like to see who actually listened to the story. So here is the box. It came with tissue paper. As you can see, it's a rather small bag. And then, look how tiny and cute it is. So again, I knew that this was going to be the one that I would use the least amount because it's a smaller bag. It's not necessarily a practical bag for my everyday needs, but it's the color that I fell in love with. So let me get a little closer so you guys can see how stunning these colors are. Moment of silence. Here is the bag, you guys. I got the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse East West in that new collection that I don't know how to pronounce. Here are the colors in case any of you guys are interested in this and you're having a hard time finding the colors as well. Now, a couple things. The colors are a little bit more muted in person than what you're seeing on the website. The gold is actually considered to be a light gold hardware, so it's not a dark gold hardware, and I think it looks silver most of the time and it doesn't look gold, but it is a light gold. Another thing is the background. I thought was going to be more of a true white. It's definitely a creamy white. So we all know the layout of the Pochette Matisse East West, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. You have the S-lock here. You have two straps, so it has two different D-rings, which I really appreciate. It does have a back pocket. I cannot fit my regular size iPhone Pro in the back. I used to have the Max. got a new phone recently. I have the iPhone 16 Pro, and with a case, it does not fit into the back pocket. Here you might be able to cram it. I've seen people be able to cram their phone in there, but I will not be doing that. And then it opens like so. The inside is a beautiful cream interior. It comes with the 2 different straps. So you're going to have your chain strap here, and you're going to have your adjustable leather strap here. And then it does have 3 compartments. So a larger compartment, even larger and then a smaller compartment in the back. And then it does have a zip pocket as well. And I did test this out already, and my hand cream does fit inside of that zip pocket, which I was actually rather impressed. Okay, let me go ahead and try it on for you guys. I went ahead and put the chain strap on the top D-ring here. So if you wanted to use it as a top handle, you could do so like this, or you could even carry it like this if you were going out on a little bit more formal kind of occasion. Or you can use the chain strap on your shoulder, but it is pretty high up under my shoulder personally, so I don't think I would ever wear it with just the chain strap, but I did want to share it with you guys just in case you're interested in seeing how that works. And here is the bag on the longest setting. For me personally, it is pretty high as a crossbody. You can see that's up above my jeans, but I don't mind it. I actually really like it. It's not hitting my chest. For reference, the bottom of my chest is here, and I do have a rather large chest. I am 5'6" for reference, so I think that this is a really good height for me. I like the way that it looks with the chain dangling. However, if you are really tall, you can see here how the strap is. You can actually unbutton these and then just not button them together, and it will give you a little bit more length. Just keep in mind that this is not buttoned together. So let me see if I can show you guys. I'm not sure if I'm in camera, hopefully I am. So it's not buttoned together, but that will give you some extra length. And then that's what this looks like on me. This is kind of the typical length that I wear my bags. However, with this bag being smaller, I actually do really like it higher up. So I think I will wear it the other way. And here is the bag on the shortest setting, which makes it a very comfortable shoulder strap. You can see it is not right underneath of my armpit, which is right here. It has a nice amount of drop length. And when I put my arm down, the bag actually nooks. How do I describe that? It sits right in the part of my waist that goes in. So it almost takes up the empty space here, so I don't feel like it's sticking out and bothering my arm at all. Hopefully that is making sense. I have a good feeling that I'm making 0 sense. But anyhow, this is what it looks like on the shoulder, and it is a very comfortable shoulder bag. I did want to quickly share with you guys 2 different variety of items that fit inside of this bag. Starting out with a variety that I would not put in this bag. So inside of the bag, I have a card holder, just a slim YSL card holder. I have a mini pochette that is packed full of things, you guys. I think I have more in here than I usually have in here. So there's a lot inside of this mini pochette, and that fits inside of there. And then I have my headphones as well on the inside of the bag. And then on the outside of the bag, I went ahead and put my keys inside of my key pouch, and that fits in there perfectly fine. You can see that it's not too bulky, it's not too wide, so all of those items fit in there with ease. You could definitely fit some more things inside of here, little things, but I already have my little things inside of my mini pochette. Okay, and this is how I would actually use this bag. I did play around with it quite a bit, and this is my favorite way of packing this bag. So inside of here, I am borrowing my daughter's phone. It's the iPhone 13 Pro, just the regular size 13. I have my headphones inside of there. I do like to carry my headphones. I use them quite often. I have my card case in the very back pocket, and then I have my sunglasses in a soft pouch right here in the front, and then that closes with no problem. I just want to make sure that my sunglasses don't get squished. So that is what that looks like. And then in the back pocket, I have my keys inside of a soft pouch. So that is everything inside of the bag. That's how I intend to use the bag. Oh, I forgot. It does have in this little slip pocket, I have a perfume. I have my chapstick. Now, realistically, if I'm downsizing, I probably would not have my perfume, but I would have a chapstick for sure, and I would have headache medicine for sure. So those are the 2 items I probably carry, but I did want to show that that fits in there as well, in case you guys carry a little bit more stuff on the day-to-day than I do. Editing Melissa here. I realized this is what happens when you film at nighttime and you're not used to filming at nighttime. I realized I left out a very important detail, and that is the size of this bag. I wanted to share with you guys that these 2 bags, I plan to do a comparison later on down the road because I didn't realize this. They are identical. Can you guys see that? Identical in size. Can you see that? They are literally exactly the same size. So if you guys want to see a comparison between these 2 bags later on in the future, I would happy to do so for you. And also, I wanted to share these 2 bags. Same thing, they are pretty much the same exact size. In fact, I probably will give this away or sell it because I don't need 3 bags that are this similar. So again, for size reference, they are pretty much the same size. Let me know if you guys want a comparison between these 2 because they are essentially the same exact design, but there are some differences between these 2 bags. Speaking of which, this one is a hefty price point. This one is more affordable. So again, if you guys want to see comparisons between those, then let me know. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you surprised at all by my choice? I have to admit, out of the 2, the one that I just got and this one, the other one will probably be used quite a bit more. However, this one is my favorite because it is so stinking beautiful. And then of course, because it's a gift from my husband, it is cherished and precious.